Hey, this is Levavi from LickNRiff.com, and it's time for another viewer request. And in this video I'm going to teach you one of the most influential and fundamental and classic fingerstyle arrangements of all time. I'm going to teach you how to play I'll See You in My Dreams by none other than the late great Merle Travis, who arranged this for fingerstyle guitar. Now, this influenced a generation of guitar players and was also played throughout the years by Chad Atkins and Tommy Emmanuel and Mark Knopfler and other great guitar players. Now, first I'm going to demonstrate it for you. I'm going to play it. I'm not going to play it as well as those guys did, of course, but I'm not here to play. I'm here to teach, so I'm going to demonstrate it once, and then we're going to jump right into the lesson. I'm going to break it down lick by lick. I'm going to show you everything, note by note, finger position by finger position. I'm going to show you exactly what to pick, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to play this classic yourself. So, without further ado, let's begin. It goes like this. Okay, so before we begin the lesson, it's important to note that this arrangement employs the Travis picking technique. Well, of course it does. The Travis picking technique is named after Merle Travis, who arranged this arrangement. So, Travis picking, I'm not going to go into the whole technique. I have a lesson for that, and you can go watch it. But Travis picking basically means that you pick the bass notes with your thumb in a ragtime pattern. Ragtime meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you pick the bass note of the chord and then the D string. Meaning that if you play F, for example, then you play the E string and the D string. Okay, and if you play C, then you play the A string and the D string. Okay, got it? If you don't know how to Travis pick, then go watch the lesson and come back. This video is not going anywhere. Or you can just learn the melody of this one and then go learn Travis picking. It's up to you. So let's begin. You begin with F. But you don't play it like this. You put your fingers on as if you're playing an F major 7 chord. Okay, just 1, 2, and 3 on the B, G, and D strings. And you use your thumb to play the F bass on 1 on the E string. Okay? Because you need the open E string inside the melody. Now in the tab, I'm going to show you the chord and then the melody, because it's easier to read it like that. And the Travis picking, the bass pattern is just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 all the time, and it's supposed to be automatic. And when it's automatic, you only think about the melody because you don't have to think about the thumb. And that's why I find it easier to just write the chord, and then it's just, it's pretty obvious that I need to play the chord in a Travis picking pattern. Okay, so if the melody is this, then the rest of my fingers just play the Travis picking. Okay, the thumb and the other strings as embellishments. I'm going to show you what I mean, but I just wanted to make it clear why the tab is written the way it's written. So F. It's actually F major 7, but harmonically it's F. So, you play this little lick. Okay, it's 1, 1 pull off to 0 on the B string, and then 3 on the G string, and then 2 on the G string inside the F chord. Okay, 2 is where the bass line begins. Okay, got it? Now, it doesn't stop there because it's okay, this is the melody. It's 2 on the G string, 1 on the B string, 3 with your pinky on the B string, open E string, 3 on the B string, and then you take your second finger off and you put 1 on the G string. You turn it into F minor 6. Okay, from F to F minor 6. It's, if you want the fingerings, it's open E string, 3, 1, 3, and then 1 on the E bass. I hope this is clear. I'm going to repeat it afterwards, don't worry. So again, 2 on the G string, 1 on the B string, 3, open E string, 3, 1 on the G string, 3 on the B string again. And throughout, of course, you play the Travis picking. So slowly it goes like this. The transition between the F and the F minor 6 should be smooth because you don't have to take anything off except for the second finger and move your first finger up 1 string. Just practice this movement if you find this difficult. So last time. And then you bar the first fret for a second and you play 1 and 3 on the B string, and you can harmonize with the G string. And then C, open E string as your melody. And then 3 on the E string with your pinky. And then you slide the pinky up to 5 and you put on a G7 only using your first finger to bar the first fret and second finger on 4 on the G string. And you have G7, 9. Now the 7 is the D string and it comes around inside the ragtime rhythm. Okay, so your first impression of this chord is just a regular G, but then this note comes around and it's a G7. Okay, so this is ragtime picking is pretty smart because you can delay a chord embellishment like this. Okay, so you're here, and then you push your pinky to 7. Okay, got it? 1, 2, 1, 2. From the top. 1, 3, C, 3, 5, G, 7. Okay? This is your move. It's on the E string. The melody is on the E string. It's 0, 3, 7. Okay, and it's C, G, 7, and then it's C6. It's this. It's just barring the first, you don't have to bar actually, you can just put the C bass on, but it's easier to bar. It's a double bar. You bar the 3rd string with your first finger and the 5th fret with your 3rd finger on strings 1, 2, 3, and 4, creating a C6. Okay, so the melody is only the A note once. Okay, the rest is just the thumb. Okay, now you can also play the rest of the chord. Okay, just don't overdo it. Don't do something like this. Okay, because this is not the spirit of the piece. The spirit, it's not a banjo feel. This is just the guitar playing just the bass notes with a touch of the chords and the melody upon it. Okay, you don't have to, this is not a banjo feel. This is not, okay, this is not the type of accompaniment you want. But you can do it if it sounds good to you. So it's just the C bass and the A note, the 6th of the C chord, and then it's 3, 2, 1 open A string, and the open A string is already the next chord. It's A with a high A, the same high A. Okay, so you bar the 2nd fret for an A chord, and you use your pinky again for the high A note. Now, the melody on A, let's play the previous lick again. C, 3, G, 9, 7, C6. Okay, so from the top. C6, and now it's A, and the melody is 5 on the E string, 2 and 4 on the G string, 2 on the B string. So it's, okay, you use your 3rd finger for the 4th fret. So it sounds like this when played together. Okay, this time, this is not along with the bass, it comes around right after the bass. So it's, okay, slowly. And then you slide, or not slide, you can just put your fingers here, into an A7. Now this is A7 without having to play this, because you need an open E string, so you just play 8 on the B string, 6 on the G string, and 7 on the D string, with A as your bass. Okay, so this is A7. And this, the E note, belongs inside the A chord. So This is just one inversion of A7. And you play B string, E string, B string, E string. Okay? This is it. This is the next lick. So together it sounds like this. That's it. And again, you can harmonize with the G string. Okay? You don't have to. You can keep it thin and clean. But if you want to harmonize, just use the G string because that's why it's there. For harmony. Let's move on to the next chord because we're almost at the end of the first line. Now it's a bass movement into a D chord. It's just the same old country cliche. It's 0 on the A string, 2, 4, just 0, 2, 4, and then you play D7, just like you would play a C7, up 2 frets where the bass is on 5, D, a D note. Now, the E string is open again, so this is actually D7, 9, because the E is the 9 of the D chord, so it's D7, 9. And you play B string, G string, B string, G string. Okay, again, it comes around after the first bass. And then E string, B string, E string, B string. Okay, so it's all inside this chord. It's all within the chord. So you don't have to change anything. I told you at the beginning of this video that it's easier than it looks, right? The Travis picking is the hard part. The chords are actually the easy part because you hardly have to change anything. Okay? And then it begins again. Or you can use the G string and play 5, 4, 3 and begin again with 2 inside the F chord. Okay, or you can play the original fingering of the lick again. Or because this and this are the same. Playing it only on the G string gives you a fatter feel because this and this are two different sounds. This is thin, this is fat, but here you have a legato option, and here you're already using the pinky, so you have to slide back and it creates a staccato feel. So it all depends if you want to play staccato or legato. It actually doesn't matter because it's just one small chromatic click. So you can play it once like this and once like this. It's not worth keeping us from playing the next line. Let's play this again. I'll play the second half of the line slowly so you can see how it goes, and then I'll play everything slowly, and then I'll play everything up to speed. Okay? So let's begin with A. A7. D7. 9. Okay, chromatic click. Or, and again the F. So from the top, chromatic line, F, 1, 3, E string, 3, turn it into minor 6. 1, 3 on the B string, C, 3, 5 with G7, 7, C6, A, A7, D7. Okay, now the second line is basically the same. The first half is exactly the same. The second half is the same harmony with a different ending. So again, you're back into F whether you want it or not. F minor 6, the small bar, 1, 3. Now C again with open E string and 3. Now you slide your pinky to 10 and you bar the 7th fret. Just remember to play the B bass, which is the E string, and the D string. Okay, if you play the A string, it will sound awful. Okay, now the melody is 10, 7. 7 being the open bar. The open bar. It's not an open bar. It's the bar without the pinky. So that's what I mean when I say open. Okay, that's all. And then the bar goes up 1 fret to C, and you play an F major 7. Pinky on 10 on the B string, second finger on 9 on the G string, and third finger on 10 on the D string with C as your bass note. So it's actually F major 7 over C, and you play. Now you can play it just like you played this, or you can play just take your pinky off and play the B string on 8. Or just play, okay, just the 10 on the B string, and just keep the basses going. I like this, which is B string, G string, and then 7 on the, no, 8 on the B string, just taking the pinky off and playing the bar. And then it's, which is, on the E bass, you play 8, 7, 6, and then you play the open A string. And then you play this. Okay, it's just this, by the way. You bar the first 4 strings on 5, and you add the major note. You add the second finger on 6 on the G string, just like you added it to G. To turn it into G7, you play this, and this is A7. So again, this is A7, and you also add your third finger on 6 on the E string, because this is the melody. The melody is on E, it's 6, 5, okay, 5 being the bar, 8 on the B string, 6 on the B string, and 5 on the B string. We'll ignore him. So it's 6, 5, 8, 6, 5. Again, you can harmonize with the G string, or you can just play it thin. Don't forget that it's an open A string. Slowly. Got it? The bass note comes around first, and then you play the melody. Okay, got it? The bass comes around first. Bass. And then it's E into A minor. It's E. You hammer on 1 on the G string, and then E string, 3 on the B string, which is the 7 of the E. This is E7 for a second. And then A minor, and you play the B string as your melody. And then it's the chromatic lick again, using your pinky on 3 on the G string. And then it's F again, G string, B string again, then G. It's actually G6 because you have the D note 3 on the B string and an open E, so it's G6. So it's, the melody is B string, E string, B string. 3 on the B string, open E string. And then C. And either play this again or just finish on C. Now the C, of course, the melody note is C. It's just 1 on the B string, and then it's your choice whether to play this again or not. So let's play the second half of this again. F minor 6 again, C. Okay, 10, 7 with bar on the 7. Now F major 7 over C. Okay, remember it's F major 7 with C as your bass. You know what? This is not F. This is not F major 7 over C. This is C6. This is C6 again. My mistake. Sorry. But it sounds the same. It doesn't matter how you call it. It is F major 7 over C, and it is C6. That's just how music is. It's just like A sharp is B flat. It's the same note. It sounds the same. So you can call it whatever you want. And then chromatic, 8, 7, 6, open A string, and you play A7. Melody being 6-5 on the E string, 8-6-5 on the B string. E, hammer on the major note. E string, 3 on the B string. A minor, play B string first. And then the chromatic lick again, and F, G6, C. From the top, slowly. G, C6, A7, D7, 9, F minor 6, C, C6, A7, E, A minor, F, either go and learn the Travis picking lesson, or if you already know this, then you're done. And before you go practice this, please subscribe to my channel to keep updated with everything, and go download the tab from the website. And if you want to give something back for this lesson, which is free, if you want to give something back, then you can click the donation button over at the website and donate whatever you choose to donate. I'd be very, very grateful for any donation. Just don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep updated with all the new lessons. I upload a new lesson every couple of days or so, and you can send me requests and request any lesson that you want to learn. I'll just add it to the huge list of requests. Now go download the tab, donate something if you want, and just go get this under your fingers and enjoy this. This is a great, great arrangement and a very, very good one and fun one to play. So enjoy, and I'll see you the next lesson. Thank you very much for watching.